Welcome back, everybody, to the Life at Large channel. It's been a little bit, sorry. Just trying to get everything together. I really want to start getting you all some more content out here. Today, I really want to talk about some of the practical meals that I've made, some of the things that I've been eating. It's kind of neat. We're going to talk about a few different things. Like, we're going to talk about my wife's favorite dish that I make. Which I think actually another one of these that we're going to talk about has become her other favorite dish. And we're also going to talk about what I do, like if we have to go to town and we don't have like a kitchen and we got to hit a fast food restaurant. Yes, we can still eat McDonald's and stay on our plan and stay in our calorie budget and stay in our macros budget. And I want to mention something before we get into these meals, is that I use a George Foreman grill to cook a lot of my chicken, cook a lot of the burgers. I use this smokeless grill. This one here, you can get it at Walmart for like $70. I highly recommend it just because of how easy it is. I mean, I can cook chicken in about 8 minutes. If I'm making a big portion, about 12 minutes. Make burger sliders in about 6 minutes. So I highly recommend that because a few of these meals we're going to talk about, I use that, and it's a lifesaver. Very easy to keep clean. But the first meal I want to talk to you about is the burger sliders. And this is something that has kind of become Jessica's new favorite thing that I make. She's always excited when I'm going to make burger sliders. But like the burger sliders, it consists of, it's 2 burger sliders. It's 3-ounce patties on each one, a slice of cheese, a pickle, and some Miracle Whip. And the breakdown on this whole plate with 2 sliders loaded down with that is 710 calories. I usually use this for a lunch or a dinner. You can use it however you want to. And the macro breakdowns of this meal is a little heavy on the fats because we're eating hamburger. But your fat content is 55%, your carbs is 22%, and our proteins are 22%. Again, we always want to stay within our 22%, 20 to 30% on our protein goals, which is what I always shoot for on that. But that meal is fantastic. It's very filling. It's very satisfying. It almost doesn't feel like you're eating something that is, like would fit in a diet or your typical diet. But I have ate that meal on this diet plan more than any other meal that I've made is the burger sliders because they're fantastic. It takes 6 minutes to get them cooked up on the grill, and they come out perfect every time. They're fantastic. And I use 80-20 hamburger meat on that as well. I don't use the super lean stuff. I just use the regular 80-20. Next thing I want to talk about, this is kind of a quick meal. It's a tuna salad that I make up. It consists of a can of tuna. I use some Miracle Whip. I also use relish, and I usually do some crackers. I'll take like some club crackers, some rich crackers. This whole thing, this is great for lunch. Like it's cold. It's something you can mix up in a bowl and kind of bring with you to work. It's about 380 calories with the crackers and everything. And the breakdown on this one is fats are 25%. Our carbs are 45%. Our proteins are 30%. So it's a really nice macro breakdown, especially on the protein side of things. It's only 380 calories, and believe me, like whenever you get on eating this thing, like you're stuffed. Like I am. That's actually what I had today. I actually had tuna on some slider buns because we had made some sliders. I had some slider buns left. Again, always using what we got around the house to make it happen. And it's fantastic. I ate that around noon. I won't touch anything until 5 o'clock this evening. Really filled me up. This one here is another go-to. Everybody in the house, even the kids, like this one. It's a Japanese bowl. It is fantastic. It consists of usually around 6 ounces of chicken, and I use the minute rice, the little cups. It's individual cups. I use P.F. Chang's teriyaki sauce, and I go down to Yamato's here in town, and I get their yum yum sauce. The breakdown on this bowl with 6 ounces of chicken, the rice, the teriyaki sauce, the yum yum, it's 585 calories for the whole bowl. The breakdown is fats is 34%, carbs 47%, proteins are not only 19% on this because it's a little heavy on the carbs with the rice, so it kind of pulls away from the proteins. But this meal, sometimes I literally have to really push to like scuff this one down. So I usually eat this on a night. Actually, that's what I'm gonna have tonight for dinner. Is the Japanese bowl, because I've got a long night of work, so I really want to load up so that I'm not hungry throughout the evening. This next one I'm gonna talk about is my wife's favorite. It is by far her favorite, and it's the Mexican dish. You can call it a fajita, quesadilla, whatever you want to call it. But we grill up some chicken, and I use flour tortilla. I always toast my tortilla because it gives it like a nice crunch when you're eating it. And I use Gordo's cheese dip. And I do 2 big scoops of cheese dip over my chicken. It's all seasoned up real nicely. It comes out to 550 calories for the dish, which is a macro breakdown of 35% fats, 27% carbs, and 38% on the proteins, because the tortilla has a lot of protein in it, the cheese had a lot of the protein in it, and obviously the chicken has a ton of protein in it. And this meal right here, this breakdown, will really fill you up, and it's very satisfying. My wife loves it, my son loves it, my daughters love it, and it's always a win whenever we make this. And I can't leave you guys without well, what happens if you don't have a kitchen? What happens if you don't have a grill? What happens when you can't just wrap something up and you're out of town? You've got to eat, obviously. This is what I did at McDonald's. We went out of town a few weeks ago, and this is literally what I got at McDonald's. I got a McDouble cheeseburger. I got a 4-piece nugget, a large Diet Coke, and some hot mustard sauce, I think is what it was. And it came out to be 620 calories. Which, now mind you, I didn't eat the fries. I chose the nuggets over the fries for the protein to kind of keep me a little bit fuller. But it was 620 calories. My fats, anytime you eat fast food, your fats are going to be up. But the macro breakdown was 45% fats, 34% carbs, and still it fell within the 20 to 30% on the proteins, which was fantastic, at 21%. By the time I got done doing that and drinking my drink and everything, I was good. I was set. I was full. I was satisfied. It was fantastic after an awesome day at the pool. And it still fit in the plan. So yes, if on that topic of going out and eating, it's a matter of going back to what we originally talked about, was the moderation. You can't go out and absolutely just pig out. Just do it in moderation. And you can still eat a good meal and enjoy it and not break your budget on your calories or your proteins, and still stay right in there. But if there's anything else, if y'all have any other questions, any other things that you're wondering about, things that I'm eating, there's a lot of other things. That's just kind of 5 practical, pretty quick to make meals, very easy and simple. But I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. And if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer them. I look forward to seeing you again here at the Life and Large channel. Thank you.